With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Breeze now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Breeze now on first down. Tries the left side and finds Olave. Now he's free at the 35. Chris Olave. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
A big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Allen. Throw downfield going to be taken in by Jackson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Allen off the play fake. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. So here's a 3rd and 13. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Breeze to throw. That is caught. And some room to run now. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 5. Here's Breeze. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On first down, Breeze. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now 2nd and 9. Now Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. This one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they're moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
As you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Breeze now to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
First down. First and 10.
Now, Breeze again. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Now Breeze. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Got a man. It's Andre Reed. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Here's Allen. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
That's going to be caught by Reed. Touchdown, Raiders. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.